Hello and welcome everybody. So in this video we are going to see what is symmetric key encryption. So in our last video we have seen these terms, cryptographic algorithm. So this is the algorithm that defines the encryption and decryption process. The key is the password that is used to convert our plain text to ciphertext with the help of the cryptographic algorithm. Plain text, so that is our plain text, that is a text before we encrypt it, and ciphertext is the converted text into the ciphertext. Okay, so how symmetric key encryption works? So in symmetric key encryption we have only one key, and the one key is used for both encryption and decryption. So sender will have its plain text message and will use a algorithm with the help of this key and convert the plain text into ciphertext. So then the recipient will use the same key and then decrypt their ciphertext and convert it into plain text and the read it. So for this to happen, both the sender and the recipient will have to agree on the same key before the sending and receiving of messages started. So this is the key they will use for encryption and decryption, both cases. So here we have two encryption algorithm. First is DES, data encryption standard by NIST. So this is the old encryption standard that has been broken. It uses 56 bits, and the new one is AES, advanced encryption standard. So this is the current one we use currently. So it is still considered secured. So we uses the key size of 128, 190, 256. Mostly we use 256 for better security. 128 gives a little bit better speed above 256, but we are looking into more on security phase. So these are the other symmetric key encryption algorithm that we could use. So idea triple DES is the DES algorithm when we use three times. So we use a block of DES, we send our ciphertext. So let me show it. So how the triple DES will go, we will have our DES, and again, so DES, DES, DES. So this is triple DES. So DES algorithm three times. So we'll send our plain text in, converted ciphertext with DES. Then again the ciphertext will convert it with DES, DES. So three times we use DES. That is our triple DES. Then cast 5, blowfish, twofish, camellia. So these are all the symmetric encryption algorithm. So all of these algorithm works on block cipher. So there are two types of cipher that we use. First is block cipher, that is this works. So we have 128, 190, 256 bits of block. So data gets converted into each block and then encrypt and decrypt it. And other we have stream ciphers that converts our data byte by byte. So those are a stream cipher. You can look into the difference between the block ciphers and stream ciphers. What is the difference? So the next is drawbacks. So we have seen like we have our symmetric encryption in which we uses one key for both encryption and decryption. So the drawbacks is first is scalability. So if we see here I have a user 1, again I have one more user, user 2. So this is great. Okay, so we have two users, user 1, user 2. They have one encryption key that they have shared in between them, and u1 will encrypt with this key and u2 will decrypt it. There is no issue here. But as soon as we starts to add users, so let's see, I have added user 3. Okay, so now this user 1 connected to user 3 also. So user 1 will have to carry two keys now. First one for user 2, so that would be a unique key. Only user 1 will encrypt the data with this key for user 2, and user 2 can decrypt it. Same with user 3. User 3, user 1 will have a new key. So same thing will happen if I say I have one more user 4, and this user connects to this user 4 also. Now the same issue happens, one more key required. So as the user starts to increase in a environment, and symmetric encryption doesn't work anymore, because we will need a list of keys to manage. Okay, so this is our first drawback, how we can scale it. Secure channel to exchange keys. So keys should be shared between the sender and the recipient beforehand. So between the sender and the recipient, we should have the key beforehand. But how would we share? How would these two will share the key? So they cannot share it directly, because that would be unencrypted, and they have to physically share the key somehow. That is the only most secure way right now. So for that we use asymmetric encryption. So we will discuss about it in the next video. Okay. So that's it for understanding symmetric encryption. So in the next video, we are going to use AES to encrypt and decrypt our messages. Thank you for watching.